Hello everybody and welcome to Arsen Girl Gaming. My name is Heather and I thank you for joining me for this Sister Sanctuary speed build. Basically, this house is the beginning of a Let's Play that I am really excited about. It's one that I'm going to kick off to celebrate the new Get Famous pack, which will be releasing at the end of this week. I believe the date is November 16th, 2018. And so I've been kind of playing with this idea in my mind to do a Let's Play kind of based on today's society where everybody, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people want to get famous for something, right? Some people want to get famous as actors. Some people want to get famous for their artwork. Some people want to get famous for just being people. Some people want to get famous for, you know, YouTube. I mean, go figure. But basically, I think this Get Famous pack is going to allow us to explore many opportunities, many different ways of finding fame. And I'm kind of jumping into the fray with this series that I want to do. And basically, and tomorrow I'm going to be posting the video where you get to meet the two quote-unquote stars of my series. But it's going to be two twin sisters. They're teenagers. They are virtually on their own. They were being raised by their great aunt, and she passed away. And so the girls are kind of left to fend for themselves. And that's what this story is going to be about, them kind of doing their thing. Now, they're teenagers, but they're not young teenagers. They're 18. They're at the cusp of adulthood. They were left this house that I'm building. That's why we call it, or I called it, Sister Sanctuary. Was their aunt's house, and they inherited it. And they're fairly well off. I mean, they had some money because their parents passed away years ago, leaving them with trust. So money is not an issue. They're not wealthy by any means, but they're not poor. Like, they have enough to live off of. They can pursue their dreams. They both decided not to go to college, and they're going to kind of follow their own paths. And I'm going to let them kind of tell their own story. So I'm not going to like give away everything I'm kind of thinking of right now. But the girls are Allegra and Amelia. They are twins. They are not identical twins, though they do look quite similar to one another. And Allegra has a bit of a mean streak. She's not the nicest person. And Amelia is the opposite. Go figure. She's super sweet. Everybody loves her. And, you know, they are thick as thieves with each other. There is a desperation to the way they kind of cling to one another. So it'll be interesting to see as they kind of grow up and mature where their stories take them, especially if they do manage to find some fame. Allegra wants to be a celebrity that is perhaps in social media, perhaps a Paris Hilton type. She just wants to be famous for the sake of being famous. She doesn't have any skill set. She doesn't have any, you know, dream of being like an actress or anything like that. She's going to kind of work the social media angle, maybe become Simstagram famous. But now, her sister Amelia, on the other hand, she wants to be a comic. She thinks being a comic is just the end-all to be-all because she has always been the person that takes the sadness that's been in her life and uses that to kind of make other people laugh. So she wants to kind of make a career out of that because she gets a lot of good feelings, good vibrations from people laughing and being happy around her. So you can see they kind of have different ways of going forward. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Does Amelia become an actress? Does she star on a sitcom? Does she get her own show? Who knows? Does Allegra become Simstagram famous? Does she do something? Does she do something? I guess that's what I'm trying to say, that makes her infamous. You know, who knows? And since I haven't really had any time to play with the Get Famous mechanics, it'll be something I'll be discovering along with you guys. So I do hope that that is something that you enjoy kind of figuring out with me and with Allegra and Amelia. Now, let's talk a little bit about this house. So this house may not be a house they live in very long. You know, I'm kind of decorating it with the idea in mind that they lived there with their aunt, but when she passed away, they kind of took over, gave it their own spin. So there's some stuff left over from their aunt, and there is stuff that they brought in. You can definitely tell they're like two different personalities. Like Allegra's a little bit darker, a little bit less open, and willing to kind of embrace the light, should we say, while you'll see that Amelia is very, very, very bright and cheerful and likes a lot of pinks and a lot of girly things, and wants everything to be open and inviting on her end. She's kind of the sister that takes charge. She's kind of the sister that has kept them together, kind of kept the family as it is going. She's the responsible one, while her other sister her sister just kind of goes off and does her own thing. So it just kind of gives you a little bit of a backstory, and you can kind of see that played out in the house. You know, Allegra doesn't really care how the house is decorated, so she's kind of let her sister take the reins in that. And of course, they left some of the stuff that their aunt left them there. Some of the stuff they've had to sell off, so they don't have a lot of clutter and stuff, just because, you know, they needed a fresh start. So, you know, that was the idea behind this house. But I wanted it to be something cozy, something a single woman would live in. And the fact that she was raising the two girls in this tiny little house, and it's definitely a house of very feminine feel. But it was a nice house to raise those girls in and kind of start them off. And I do imagine that down the line that the girls will move out of this house and into Del Sol Valley. Both of them are striving in their minds. They definitely have an idea of a mansion in the hills of Del Sol Valley that's kind of like the holy grail, where they want to end up. They want to be at the top of their fame ladders, no matter which route they go. So you'll see that that's kind of where they're always striving towards. Not only the popularity, but the money, the prestige. You know, that kind of, hey, I've made it kind of thing. And so I wanted them to start off with a very kind of humble beginning. While I said earlier, they have money. I mean, they've never not been comfortable financially. Their parents left them money. Their aunt was not, you know, she was not a pauper or anything, but they weren't ostentatiously wealthy. So they had enough food on the table. They had nice clothes. They had nice belongings, but they want more. And they're gonna really work toward that in two extremely different ways. And it's gonna be really fun. And I love this house. So I did put it up in the gallery if you guys would like to download it, tweak it, play it, whatever. It has everything a little family needs, and you know, that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot of frills, but there's also, you know, spacious bedrooms, a nice kitchen where you can have dinner, eat in. You're not going to be doing a whole lot of entertaining here. And there's not a lot of outdoor space for such entertaining if you wanted to take it outside, which I typically put in all of my builds. But this time I wanted to kind of keep everything kind of compact And you know, it's the kind of house you would find in most suburbs. I mean, it's very basic. It's a perfect house for a small family or a single person, you know. So yeah, so it is in the gallery, like I said. I believe it's in there with the name Sister Sanctuary. If you do hashtag Arsen Girl Gaming, you should be able to find it. Or if you just look for my ID, which should be Arsen Girl, you can find it. And I would love to hear what you guys think about the idea of this Let's Play. And if you are, you know, wanting to have a say in kind of how the girls go, I'm going to try to work that into that. And I think it's going to be really, really interesting. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen a sneak peek of the girls because I did post them the other day. I love them. I love them. I cannot wait to watch them try to get famous. And I can't wait to kind of see, how do I want to say this? Kind of see where their personalities take them. Do they fall in love? Do they have families? Does one of them stay single? I mean, I don't know. I really have just kind of played around with their backstory and tried not to think too much about what's coming for them because I really am excited to kind of let them take the lead and tell me. So each episode, I'm going to let them kind of tell their story. And it's going to be a very different Let's Play because it's one that I hope to do many episodes of. It's also one that I am kind of approaching with a backstory, like I said, but not a whole lot of idea of how to get them to their ultimate goal because it's all brand new to me as well. And I can't tell you, I have been thinking and racking my brain for titles for this. And I don't even know what I'm going to call it. So we probably will not know what the name of this Let's Play is until I post the first episode. So if you have any comments or any thoughts about naming the story, leave them for me below and perhaps I'll choose your title. I don't know. But I just don't know what to call it yet. So you guys have a couple of days to help me out here. And if you get chosen, I will totally give you credit for your title. So take the kind of backstory that I just gave you on the girls and brainstorm with me. Let me know what you think. I go to bed at night and I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to call this Let's Play? And I have no idea. I literally do. Wait, today is Sunday night. I'm recording this voiceover. This video is going up tomorrow, so you'll see it on Monday. And the Let's Play episode, the first one, should go up either Wednesday or Thursday of this week. I haven't decided when, but look for it later at the end of this week. So you have a little bit of time to give me your thoughts and kind of tell me what ideas. Some people have thrown out some really good ideas on Twitter for me because I did ask on Twitter, but I haven't committed to anything yet. So give me some Let's Play titles. Just leave them for me in the comments. And seriously, if you're chosen, I'm going to give you all the credit. So keep that in mind. And even if I only use a portion of your idea, I will give you all the credit. And, you know, so you guys, I'm so excited about this. I'm just rambling. And I can't believe we're at the end where I did the screenshots. Oh, my gosh. So, again, leave me comments below. Tell me what you think about this Let's Play. Tell me what you think about the house. Give me ideas if you'd like for titles for my Let's Play. And also if you have some suggestions on kind of what you'd like to see and where we're going to go. This is going to be a group effort. I can't talk. Effort all the way through to the end. So get those minds going. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you watched. And if you're new to the channel and you'd like to see more, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, let YouTube know you'd like notifications when I post something new on the channel. That way you won't miss out on anything coming down the line. And I'll see you guys again real soon. Have a great one.